Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential morning market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Here's what's moving markets this morning. Federal state legal battles are escalating across multiple fronts, with the Supreme Court blocking Trump's National Guard deployment to Illinois and a federal judge striking down California's gender privacy school policies. Government fraud and oversight failures are reaching crisis levels, with the Trump administration freezing federal funding to Minnesota amid a $9 billion fraud scandal. And in tech, Tesla continues facing sales headwinds while its stock hovers near record highs on AI and robotaxi bets. Each story carries serious portfolio implications. Let's start with the federal-state legal showdown. The Supreme Court rejected the Trump administration's emergency request to deploy federalized National Guard troops to Chicago, marking a pivotal moment in federal-state relations. Justice Alito, Thomas, and Gorsuch dissented, but the majority stated the government failed to identify legal authority allowing military law enforcement in Illinois. This ruling could pressure law enforcement and security sector equities. Meanwhile, in California, a federal judge struck down policies preventing teachers from informing parents when students express gender identities different from their birth names or pronouns. Judge Roger Benitez ruled parents have a constitutional right to this information, and the decision applies statewide to all California public schools. Governor Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta are appealing, setting up prolonged litigation that could impact education technology platforms and school management companies operating in the state. Now the federal oversight and fraud crisis. The Trump administration froze over $5.5 million in small business administration funding to Minnesota Resource Partners, citing endemic fraud in Governor Tim Walz's administration. SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler revealed at least $9 billion in fraudulent disbursements across state welfare programs, with the Somali-centered network extracting over $1 billion. Additionally, $430 million in fraudulent PPP loans were approved, and some later forgiven during the Biden administration. This represents a fundamental breakdown in government accountability that will reverberate through government contracting and compliance sectors. In tech, Tesla continues facing headwinds with EU sales down 39%, China deliveries down over 8%, and U.S. sales forecasts down 9% for the full year. Yet Tesla stock hovers near record highs as Wall Street remains laser-focused on robotaxi potential and AI-driven growth. It's a classic divergence between current fundamentals and future expectations. Bitcoin sits at $87,284 this morning, pressured by regulatory uncertainty but supported by institutional demand. Bottom line, watch federal-state legal battles, government contracting fallout from fraud revelations, and Tesla's disconnect between sales reality and market valuation. Position accordingly. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. See you at the opening bell.